Hello, my name is Kazu. Nice to meet you. This is part of my 365-day daily challenge speaking English for 30 minutes straight. Let's get started. Today is day 310, I think. Sorry. Day 311. 11. Yeah, I finished my university. School term. What can I say? My university school term finished, and I think I managed to pass all the tests. Yeah, I think I'm okay. So first of all, I want to explain why I was going to university even I'm already even though I'm already 30 years old. So yeah, actually I enrolled to my university in 2014. Yeah, as as なんだろう as same as other students. I mean, I was 18 years old when I enrolled to my university, so I wasn't delayed. I wasn't late. Anyway, in the middle, I dropped out of university. I dropped out of my university halfway through because I wanted to become a comedian, and I didn't think I needed university degree. So I went to Osaka to become a comedian, but I quit after 1 year because I think I don't have any sense of humor. Anyway, then I started to work for my dance company. But at that time, the time, 2 years passed. I knew I could go back to university within 7 years after I dropped out. So I decided to go back to university. It's a kind of, responsibility. Like my parents pay for it, pay for my university tuitions. But I quit halfway through. It's not it's not good, like, and I didn't understand how thankful for what my parents did to me, did for me. So, not only words, but the acts. So I decided to go back to university eventually. So, in uh, in 2026, this year, in April, I started to go to university, and finally, I finished my university term. Then I think I made it. I managed to pass all of the classes I took. Yeah, anyway. My university term has finished, and I think I managed to pass all my exams. I think I'm okay. Pass all my classes. I dropped out of university halfway through. Pass all my exams, pass all my classes. Why I was still going to university even though I'm already 30 years old. I'm already 30. I enrolled in I enrolled in university. Sorry. My university term has finished. And I think I managed to pass all my exams. I think I'm okay. First of all, I want to explain why I was still going to university even though I'm already 30 years old. Yeah, first of all, I want to explain why I was still going to university even though I'm already 30 years old. I actually enrolled in university in 2014 at the same age as most other students. The same age. I actually enrolled in university in 2014 at the same age as most other students. I actually enrolled in university in 2014 at the same age as most other students. I was 18 years old when I started, so I didn't enroll late. I was 18 years old when I started, so I didn't enroll late. I was 18 years old when I was enrolled when I started, so I didn't enroll late. I was just delayed because I dropped out halfway through. I was just delayed. I dropped out halfway through. I left university because I wanted to become a comedian, and at the time, I didn't think I needed a university degree. A university degree. So I moved to Osaka to pursue a career in comedy. But I gave up after about a year because I realized that I probably wasn't funny enough. I don't have a sense of humor. I wasn't funny enough. I didn't have what it took to be a comedian. sense of humor. The time, 2 years passed. About 2 years later. 2 years later. 2 years later. I don't think like I need the foundation of English, I guess. I think I lack of the base, Like sometimes I don't know. I don't even know the easiest grammar, So I think I need to restudy for the base from maybe like high school English education, something like that. I knew I could. I left university because I wanted to become a comedian at that time. I didn't think I needed a university degree, so I moved to Osaka to pursue a career in comedy, but I gave up after about a year because I realized that I probably wasn't funny. Anyway, after that I started working for my dance company. About 2 years later, I found out that I was allowed to return to university within 7 years of dropping out, so I decided to go back. I am really good at, reading out loud. But I don't think I'm not good at thinking my own sentences. Because my grammar is awful. Anyway, I shouldn't have said negative things. It's, makes it real if you say it. So I should try not to say negative things, Yeah, I should try it. Anyway, I left university because I wanted to become a comedian at the time. I didn't think I needed a university because I was really stupid, I moved to Osaka to pursue, and I just the remain of my degree was just 1 semester. If I if I なんだっけ if I 何々してればってなんて言うんだっけIf I did another semester, I could have gotten a university degree. So I was really, I wasted it. Anyway, so after that, I started working for my dance company. About 2 years later. I said I found out, but I realized that I was allowed to return to university within 7 years of dropping out. Within 7 years of dropping out, I found out. I realized that I was allowed to return to the university within 7 years of dropping out. So I decided to go back. I also felt that it was my responsibility to finish my degree because my parents had paid my university tuition, but I had quit halfway through. At the time, I didn't fully understand how grateful how grateful I should have been for everything. How grateful I should have been for everything my parents had done for me. I don't think I understand this. I also felt that, and I think this is not, effective, because even though I graduate from university and I got the university degree, I think it's a kind of useless because, not completely, but a little bit useless because I'm already 30 years old and I'm not new. I'm not a new working adult, so I can't use my special new recruitment card, new recruitment trump, So usual career way is if you graduate from university, then you do recruit how can I say 就職活動って何だっけ job hunting. Yeah. I mean, while you were going to university, you should do this, but job hunting, yeah. So the usual career way is like when go to university and then do job hunting for big name companies, and then after graduate from university, then you start to work for the company you passed the job hunting meeting. The usual career path. The usual career path is go to university and then start job hunting. When you are in the 4th grade, then usually apply to well-known companies. Job hunting usually applying to well-known companies. After graduating, you start working for one of the companies that offered you a job. I also felt that it was my responsibility to finish my degree because my parents had paid my university tuition. But I had quit halfway through. At the time, I didn't fully understand how grateful I should have been for everything my parents had done for me. So I didn't want to express my gratitude only through words. I wanted to show it through my actions as well. So eventually I decided to return to university. In April 2026, I started attending university. In April of this year, I started attending university again, and now I've finally finished my last term. I think I made it. I managed to pass all the class I took. I'm really frustrated that I can't speak English very well. Anyway, yeah, my university term has finished last week. And I think I managed to pass all my classes. I think I'm okay. And I actually... So let me explain why... First of all, let me explain. Yeah, let's record. My university term has finished. I think I passed all my classes. I think I'm okay. But first of all, I want to explain why I was going to university even though I'm already 30. Actually, I enrolled in university in 2014 at the same age as other students, as most other students. But I left, I repeated 2 years and I went to study abroad in Seattle. And then, I did 3 more years than other students. And I left university, so I was fucking, douchebag. Anyway, I left university because I wanted to become a comedian. And at that time, I didn't think I needed a university degree because I wanted to become a comedian and I want to make a living. I want to make a living for comedian. How can I say it? I want to make a living to do a comedian. Anyway. And I didn't think I needed a university degree. So I moved to Osaka. Osaka is an authentic place for comedy. So that's why I went to Osaka and I lived there to pursue a career in comedy. But I gave up after about a year. And because I realized that I probably don't have a talent. I realized that I don't have a talent for comedy. I don't have a talent for comedy. But, this is just an excuse anyway. I was coward. I don't have confidence to become a successful comedian. Anyway, about 2 years later. Then I spent 2 years doing just making a living in Osaka for no purpose, yeah. Anyway, then I decided to go back to Tokyo and I started work for my dad's company. And about 2 years later, 1 year maybe, I realized that I was allowed to go back to university within 7 years of dropping out. So I decided to go back. I was allowed. I was allowed to return to university within 7 years of dropping out. So I decided to go back. I also felt that it was my responsibility. I also felt that it was my responsibility to finish my degree because my parents had paid my tuition, my university tuition, but I had quit halfway through. You know, what a ungrateful, what ungrateful person. Anyway, at the time, I didn't fully understand how grateful I should have been for everything my parents had done for me. And I didn't want to express my gratitude only through words. I didn't want to express my gratitude only through words. I didn't want to express my I didn't want to express my gratitude only through words, but I wanted to show it. I wanted to show it through my actions as well. I wanted to show it through my actions as well. I didn't want to express my gratitude only through words, but I also wanted to show it through my actions as well. So I decided to return to university. So this year in April, I started attending university again, and I fully finished my last term. I think I made it. I managed to pass all my classes, all the classes I took. Yeah. And I realized I don't deserve to go in a usual career path. I knew I did not usual things. Like I went to Osaka to become a comedian and I quit. I have lived very selfish in a very selfish way. And now I wanna, go in a usual career path. What kind of person is it? Like, it isn't allowed. I'm not allowed to do a usual thing because, I gave up on usual things on my own. But, past myself, a little bit, I wanted to, go in a usual path. Yeah. But I don't think I'm allowed to do that. And it's kind of, it's too convenience. I'm too convenience. So I should walk on my own path. I think that's the key to my success. Anyway, it's being all lit. Yeah, that's gonna be 30 minutes. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you.